Oh, it's absolute madness. 40 years ago, a group of friends united by love of music came together in Camden Town and madness were born.
And to look back at those 4 decades of fantastic music is a man with the baggy trousers himself. It's Suggs.
Hey!
So you must, I mean, everywhere you go at the moment, people must go, ha, everyone's gone mad. You're madness. You are the walking embodiment of Brexit madness, Trump madness. Everything's mad.
Well, we've been through quite a few, actually. You know, the sort of 70s, the 80s, recessions. I think whenever it gets a bit dull and depressing, madness are called out. Right? You see the M sign in the sky, like Batman, yeah, and we come out of the mad cave for a little while.
You guys, it's a great book. I was looking through it yesterday. There's some brilliant stories in there. It's a wonderful story.
Before we was we. There we go.
And the thing about bands is a lot of bands, they have, you know, a year, 2 years, 5 years, they split up, they move on, they fall out, whatever. You guys are still doing what you do so brilliantly. You're at all the festivals, you're hugely popular, you're touring. What is the secret for a band to be able to keep going like that?
Well, I think partly what that book is about is the days before we became famous, and I think that was all quite well recorded, you know, what we've been doing since. But because we were friends, you know, and that is primarily what the book's about, how we met as kids. I mean, we were all friends from school, pretty much. And I think that gave us a kind of tolerance through the darker times and the ups and downs of a career that's very erratic.
That's really interesting.
And, you know, a lot of our contemporaries went by the wayside, I think, because of ego and money and all the rest of it. But A, we ain't got no money to fall out about. And B, we've kept our egos
Did you
in
guys
check.
split the money? It's interesting, I talked to Simon Le Bon about this, that some bands have had lots of problems over the split of the money. Rolling Stones, famously, you know, Jagger and Keith Richards take all the cash and the others get very little by comparison. Duran Duran split it from the start equally and they didn't have any fallings out. Is that part of the trick? I mean, do you split it equally or do you get all the money?
I wish, Piers. Yeah. I'd be a very rich man. Splitting it 7 ways, yeah, believe me, it doesn't add up to a lot once you've done that. But no, we did split it exactly the same, yeah. So, but what we said was 50% to whoever writes the song and 50% to the rest of the band that play on it. You're absolutely right. A lot of bands, one guy gets all the money and the rest are still working in checkouts.
Well, I literally heard that Jagger and Richards had made over 300 million each and the others had made barely 10,
well,
which I found staggering, but apparently that is true.
Well, I tell you what, I'd be happy with the 10.
Exactly.
I tell you what.
You talk about the fact that the secret to your longevity as a group is being friends, but so much fame in itself can absolutely, you know, tear a band apart. How did you all manage to cope with that?
Well, it's been like a sort of group therapy for the last 40 years, or some
They're just
kind
talking to each other.
I think so, and sharing that experience as it went along, you know, not to compare ourselves to the Beatles, but I remember them talking about being locked in a hotel room, and it was only the fact that the 4 of them were friends that kind of got them through all that craziness. I mean, those days are kind of over, being chased down the road by young girls, if they ever existed. In fact, that's a funny story once. I remember we were at Heathrow, and when they still had that outdoor platform, we saw all these girls waiting for us when we came back from America, only to be stampeded as they were trying to get to Duran Duran on the next flight.
And be honest, have you hated Duran Duran ever since?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Who's your favourite band?
My favourite band? Oh, my God.
You could watch one concert again before you die. Who would it be?
Either Ian Jury or the Kinks that I've loved over the years.
Yeah.
I think, you know, they both had a huge influence on us in just writing about ordinary life and I suppose singing in their own vernacular, which is... I was never going to be a great soul singer, let's put it that way. But, yeah, they're 2 bands that I love, yeah.
Lots of celebrities, lots of pop stars get involved in the climate change movement. We've just had this...
Mr Broccoli.
Mr Broccoli on the show. Is it something that concerns you? Is it something you would get behind if you were minded to?
I'd had a few drinks the other night. I decided I think the human race should fizzle out, actually. I've just had grandchildren, right, and I said maybe they can have children. Then we say, right, the last one out turns the light off.
That's it.
Now, of course, it's a very serious issue. Yeah, I mean, it's hard, you know. I mean, it's such a sort of big issue, isn't it? It's not something I can get my head around easily. But of course, I love.
Are you vegan?
I do like going to the park.
Or do you like meat?
Swimming. Half my family are vegetarian now, so it's half and half. So I'm eating less and less meat. But my son-in-law works in Smithfield Market, so barbecues are always very well attended.
Smithfield Market,
very well attended.
They were hijacked by the rebellions, but actually Smithfield do a great job. So big up to all the market boys there and girls.
Lovely to see you.
Good to see you, mate.
Good luck with the book.
The book's a great read. Really good, fun read about a great band. Great to see them still doing their stuff. Good Morning Britain's back tomorrow, but I'm not. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye.
The petition worked.